game ready, steady aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be bearer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words.
I'm out of money, aka Trap, and welcome to the official Salt in the Game album review of Sa-Roc's The Sharecroppers Daughter. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Now, before we even get into this album, I want to big myself up. Thank you. Like, if you're not subscribed, you should be subscribed. Because of my first ever Ask Trap, the question has been posed to me of who is emerging rappers, female rappers. And I said that there's no such thing as an emerging female rapper. They either you hear about them one day and they hot the next day, or they've been along in the game, like going along in the game for so long, and then you start hearing about them. Like, they had to put in like 8-9 years of work before you start hearing about some of our dopest artists, as opposed to some of those fly-by-night artists you hear about them overnight. And when I said that, I said about Sa-Roc, because she's been in the game since about 2013, 2014. She put out multiple projects. Now, before this project dropped, she last time she dropped was like 2015, and I told y'all, I said she has a couple of singles that are out right now that are hard, which leads me to believe an album is going to drop. So to see the reception that she's had, like, y'all hearing about her kicking her Genius freestyle, which was excellent. Like, that's like excellent rollout work for somebody like Sa-Roc to have, you know, her spitting the straight bars on a Genius platform to kick off her album. Like, to kick off y'all knowing about her album, that shit was just super hard to me. And I'm so happy y'all out here giving her flowers early, because if you dig back into her discography, she has nothing but work. She took some time off, but before then, nothing but work. So I'm glad to see her here now in 2020. This album was solely produced by Soul Messiah, except for track on here was produced by Evidence as well. Let's just go into it right now, because I'm really excited about it. The first track, Emergence, featuring Saul Williams. That's a dope way just to start the album off. It lets you know that she's not like this, like, her vibe, her tone, and like, I don't even want to go through the track listing, because I enjoy her work so much, because she brings these different little elements to the table. Like, you could see that she has fun, but it's not too much fun. It's not something that she steps out of her lane with. And you could tell that she's ultra nice when she writes. She's writing all her own stuff. She's putting the fucking pen to the pad, and she's delivering. And you could also tell that she's very thoughtful about what she does with the tracks, concept-wise. There's a couple that we'll go through on here. Standout track on here, like in the beginning for me, is Gold Leaf, and that just, like, she plays into herself like, you know, I'm fly, I'm this, and I'm that, and I can spit too. You feel me? Like, we rolling hard. The next track on there, Rockwell's America, featuring Styles P. I do want to say here too, when I heard the beat on this, I was like, damn, what is Styles gonna do on here? Because not that it's an odd beat or anything like that, it's just like a different style from what I'm hearing, like, from Styles P. And when I heard Styles P come on there, I'm like, damn, he fell into her lane so properly and bigged up, like, females in the game, and like, you know, the female perspective of all of this stuff. I really have to salute Styles P on this, because that was just really dope. The next track on here, Something Real. This is her playing into, this is one of those tracks where she shows her, like, she can do concepts, where she sticks to the concept of hip-hop being disrespected, and then she goes into all ways that hip-hop is disrespected, be it media, be it, you know, people not writing their music, be it all these things. She really goes into that there, and it was kind of like reminded me of comments like, I used to love her, you feel me? But it's this thing going on there with that, which was really dope. There was Hand of God, Deliverance, Laid It Down. It's just track after track after track. Like, some of these tracks, she had these points on there where, you know, like, the song changes, the track changes, her voice might change here and there, just to give you some diversity in there, that it's not just like the same thing over and over and over and over again. Another track on here, The Sharecroppers Daughter, featuring Ledsey. Ledsey is a singer. She dropped a project too this year and stuff. You gotta check it out. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but you gotta check that out too. That was a dope little like neo soul R&B type thing that one of my people had put me on to about it. You know, they ain't really my style, but I could appreciate what she did over there with that. So that was really dope for the title track of the album. They really put together something fly over there. Then we come into the track The Black Renaissance featuring Black Thought. And Black Thought always does his thing. He never disappoints. But this really started getting me to think about cosigns. Like Black Thought is one of those cosigns that if you have his cosign and you spit with him, you feel me, and you don't fuck up, you don't fall behind, you're actually spitting with him, that like your meter goes up, like you get more respect. And looking back at what Black Thought has done, like, you know, he's dropped features with everybody who is current and stuff like that that can keep up. But in particular, he has, you know, a feature on this project. He has a feature on Shay Noir's As God Intended. Last year, he had a feature on Rhapsody's Eve album. And it's just like this thing of, you know, this is something that a courtesy he don't even give most males. Like, he don't give just anybody a feature. So when you see him rapping alongside female women, you feel me, you know that the women, like the woman is one, respectable, somebody he could want to be around, and two, somebody who he knows that he like is gonna bring this element to the game, because I don't see him like holding back on any of those tracks that I mentioned when it comes down to that, like, oh, I'm with a, you know, female rapper, whatever, let me just go about this. No, he's still spitting these bars, and these ladies be keeping up. So I do want to applaud, I want to applaud Shay Noir, I want to applaud Rhapsody, and I want to applaud Sa-Roc for just like being up there with the elite and holding your own, because that's something that most of the male counterparts cannot do. Like, let's just be clear here. Revolution was dope. I really like the Goddess Gang on here. That was fly to me. Forever, that was dope too. 40 and a Mule, like, this is another one of those things where it's just like, you know, she just it reinforcing the fact that she is ultra alert as to what is going on, everything like that. And you got to really respect somebody's pen who can do that and it be highly entertaining. Like, it does not bore you, because she's not necessarily talking about herself too much, but more so like conditions and all of these things going on. You know, a couple of tracks on here she does get kind of personal on and stuff like that, because she is a sharecropper's daughter, you feel me. But a lot of these tracks just let you know that there are really strong black women out in the world that's not with the BS, that's not with the nonsense, and they hold themselves in a high light. They hold themselves at a level to be respected, and you have to respect it. And this is like, that's what I really took away from this album. That's what I said. I didn't really want to go through it track by track. I just really want to tell y'all, like, yo, listen to it. And if you haven't listened to it, or you like listen to it, tell somebody else to listen to it. That's what needs to be done here. Like, word of mouth have to go around about this album, whatever. This is not something that should just be lost, because it's a lot that went into this shit pin wise. You feel me? Like, she is so hard to me. So I'm glad that she did drop something. I'm glad that y'all got an opportunity to experience it. And overall, what I'm seeing out there, y'all really digging it. So you like, yo, just tell a friend, tell a friend and tell a friend, like, you feel me, about her, because she is super fly, and I'm just so happy that she is getting that attention and that highlight that, like, for a number of years now she's been on my radar, and I really think that she deserves it just as well as anybody else. So I'm Madam Money. You can follow me on Twitter at Madam Money Says. That's MADAMMONEYSAYS, and on IG. Let me know what your favorite joint is on here if you have heard it. You feel me? Let me know what your favorite joint is on here, and let me know some other females that you're into that might not, you know, people might not be up on yet. You feel me? We're gonna try to start promoting this type of stuff and start doing these type of things when it comes down to, you know, women in hip hop, especially the ones that have the right messages and are, you know, putting out the right image out there for our little girls on the come up. So make sure y'all do that for me. But I'll be seeing you guys around. Peace.
Backed by a battalion, $1 million smiling. East, west, north, south, I